In this video, we are going to discuss about the human skull. In human skull, we have 22 bones. Out of this, 8 are cranial bones, 14 are facial bones. Cranium is also known as brain box. The cranial bones of human skull are 1 frontal, 2 parietal, 2 temporal, 1 sphenoid, 1 ethmoid, and 1 occipital. That to remember these bone names are: few people try searching every option, where few stands for frontal, people stands for parietal, and so on. Now, what is foramen magnum? It is a place from where spinal cord comes out. The spine which attached to occipital bone is occipital condyle. They fit to the first vertebrae of vertebral column. Sphenoid bone is single bone present just center of the skull, and it is forming the joint with the temporal, with parietal and frontal. This is the ethmoid bone. These are all your facial bones. This is the orbit of eye. Inside the orbit, lacrimal bone is present, and this one is nasal bone, which form your nose. And this part of bone is basically made up of cartilage. The cheekbone is zygomatic. This is mandible, this is maxillae, which forms the upper jaw. Now coming to the parietal bone, it is present on the roof of the buccal cavity. In the center, vomer bone is present. On side, nasal concave is present. Here is a list of facial bones: 1 vomer, 2 nasal concave, 2 nasal, 2 maxillae, 1 mandible, 2 palatine, 2 zygomatic, 2 lacrimal. To remember, these facial bones are: Vaibhav cannot make my pet zebra laugh. Here Vaibhav stands for vomer, can stands for nasal concave, not stands for nasal, and so on. Let us discuss about the occipital condyle. These are the convex processes that emerges out from occipital bone. Any skull which has 2 occipital condyle is dicondylic. Occipital bone has opening known as foramen magnum. Through foramen magnum, spinal cord emerges out. What about sphenoid bone? It is seat for pituitary gland, and in seat there is a small depression known as sella turcica. Sternum. It is a dagger-shaped bone. It is present just center of your thorax, that is mid-ventral line of thorax. Let us see the rib cage. Rib cage was formed of 3 types of bones: thoracic vertebrae, which is 1 in number, thoracic vertebrae, ribs, and sternum. These are S-shaped bones, and they are bicephalic. They have 2 number of heads. One side portion of ribs attaches to sternum. To sternum, it attaches with the help of cartilage, and there is only single articulation, that is 2 articulation point. The thoracic vertebrae has 2 heads. There are 12 pairs of ribs. We have 3 types of ribs. One is vertebrae sternal ribs. These are the true ribs, and these are first 7 pair of ribs. They are vertebro-sternal ribs. Second one is vertebro-chondral ribs. These are false ribs, and they are from 8th, 9th, and 10th pair. Third one is vertebral ribs, also known as floating ribs. Floating ribs are 11 and 12 pair. Let us discuss about the first vertebra-sternal ribs. Dorsally they are attached to thoracic vertebrae, and ventrally they are attached to sternum. That's why they are true ribs. These 7 pairs of ribs, they are directly attached to the sternum. A cartilage helps for the attachment, which is a costal cartilage, and it is a type of hyaline cartilage. The 8th, 9th, and 10th ribs, dorsally they are attached to the thoracic vertebrae, and ventrally they are attached to the cartilage of 7th rib. And these dorsally they are attached to the thoracic vertebrae, and ventrally they are attached to cartilage of 7th rib. What about vertebral? They are not at all attached to the sternum. They are just floating in the air, and they are only attached dorsally to the thoracic vertebrae. 11th and 12th, these are floating ribs.